Guys, welcome to the next guys, what is up, YouTube? Welcome to the Kids in the Corner podcast. We got a great episode for you. We're going to Yodi Gang. Oh, dude, we're definitely showing you Yodi Gang.
AM radio.
What is up, guys?
Everybody, we have the great and fantastic Kevin Little here.
We got Kevin Little in the corner. We're going to do a little warm-up right now. I'm in the producer's booth, but we're going to show Kevin some of our favorite videos from around the internet, just as a little introduction to like who we are and like our style.
This, what we got going here.
First up, we got one from me.
Oh, cool. Nuh-uh.
He looks like he can do it.
He does. If a man could do it,
Dude, he's got it.
Him, dude. Him and meth.
How else can you smoke 5 packs of cigarette a day? You know?
We ain't fucking around here.
Clearly not.
Yeah.
This might be my
Brand
favorite
new
video
pack.
on
What's
the
he
internet.
Smoking. What's he got
Camel
there?
filter, dude. Camel filter is not
Drops it on the ground.
none to fuck with.
Look at the toilet. Pick it up.
Someone was
That ain't nothing.
fucking taking a piss and ripping heaters. Yeah, you might want to get a fresh one. It seems like you miss a lot.
This video, I swear, is better than a Scorsese film. Like it keeps you on your
He
toes.
Took
lets
the
the
filter
filter
off.
off.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
Here we go.
It's like the wolf in the cartoon.
Here we go.
Oh, that wasn't one hit. Still
it's
impressive.
Still impressive.
He is not fucking around.
There's not much smoke coming out of it.
Oh, that's what you call
You know what I mean? Like, he's taking on a lot of that.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
He's airtight.
He is airtight.
He is like Dalsim about to throw a yoga fire on that ass. Yoga fire.
It's like watching someone achieve enlightenment. Like it's watching like a
Almost.
Buddha transcend.
Dude, this is willpower if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, he's unlocking chakras to finish the cigarette.
He's got unnatural discipline. And that's how he's able to do
What's
this.
really amazing is how he hasn't let the ash fall. He
Yeah,
got it in
that's
one.
a full cigarette.
They got it in one take.
Camel Roll's
Obviously.
a good...
There's no
Smoke,
way that's
dude.
There's a two taker.
Oof,
Yeah, dude, that's
that's tight.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
oh, dude,
Dude,
the
that's
fucking
a one take Drake too, dude. That was insane.
the head rush
Yeah.
that guy has too on top of not just the lungs, the head rush that guy's taking on right now is fucking insane.
It sounds.
Yeah.
It's like 18 whippets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a Zen in right now, and that's kind of like, I bet what he's feeling is probably 50 times what I'm feeling, and this Zen hits me pretty good, dude.
Should we-
There's a Zen thing.
Y'all Zen?
Yeah,
Can I get a Zen?
I actually just ran out.
Oh,
I
that's
just
all right.
took my last one. I'll have to stop at the discount zone. No discount zone stories today, folks. I haven't. The most interesting thing I saw at the discount zone today is that I put on white socks this morning.
You sure did.
Yeah.
I'm
So
kind of into it.
Yeah, well, in overallness, like, it was good luck. I did sell a used car with white socks on, which I felt was pretty on brand.
Yeah, that's very.
Like,
that's what I was saying.
I look like a used car salesman with the white socks on, and these are like Hanes too. These aren't like good dress.
and it
white
worked, dude.
socks
You
or
made a sale.
anything.
Yeah, that shit worked. Yeah. Make
Getting that fucking paper.
Your used car salesman outfit
Kevin,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you pick which one of these videos you want to watch.
of this guy. I think I've seen this guy.
Show the one I
Maybe.
sent first.
Gotcha.
Show the one I sent first. Let's. I've got some good ones in there for us.
The question for the night is, would you do a freshly dead corpse that's still warm? Me personally, you already know my answer. Of course I would. The dead tell no tales, and plus it's easier that way.
So, Kevin, our question for you is: would you do a freshly dead body if it was still warm?
Dead tail, no tails, bro.
The dead do not.
I'm taking
And
that
of course-
shit to my grave.
And obviously,
I'm
it's
pleading the fifth on that one. No, I would not do that unless like
what if it was really
on
warm?
accident. You know.
You don't want raw flesh.
Yeah. Well, what if I didn't went raw flesh with a hooker, right? And she snorted some fentanyl laced cocaine, and for a while there she was humping and bumping, and then you know for a few seconds there I was having sex with a corpse. That's the only way I could see it happening.
Dude, that happens more often than you'd think.
Yes.
Yeah, that.
A lot
That
of
happens.
necrophilia going on around.
Accidental.
Accidental necrophilia is the name of the episode.
Accidental necrophilia.
Deal.
But
What
yeah,
others-
that's Michael Root, 1982. He looks pretty bad for a guy born in 82. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah, that's what the 82 is, obviously. Okay.
He does have art, which is unusual for these kind of guys. But
Which one's next?
oh, that's a pretty good one right there. Honestly, this one reminds me of my childhood because I was always afraid of chickens.
I think he senses your fear. Get over there and face him. No, get over there and face him. You can't run from him. He's gonna win. Yeah, win it! Win it! Yeah!
I don't know. I would love a video like this so much. Oh, this reminds me of my cousins. Oh, I love them.
Dude, that rooster's trying to find a way too.
Peak cousin behavior.
This
This is cousin behavior.
Yeah, this is definitely like peak cousin.
But he's out there, dude. I can't tell you how many times in my life I've been out in the yard in pajama pants and rubber boots. Never a Jurassic Park tee. We weren't those kind of kids, but
You didn't have the Walmart tees. You couldn't afford them.
not Jurassic Park. We could afford them, just not Jurassic Park. Probably
I do
more
like-
like a sports team or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Easter's coming up soon.
I'm your fairy godmother, and I'm here to tell you that you are perfect, and you can do whatever you want in life. I'm a rabbit. Bunny, 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 daddy, daddy. Hi, I'm your fairy godmother.
Oh man.
And
And the next picture is that person's penis.
and
You ready for that?
person-
Ready? Am I ready for that? Is there also like orange makeup and shit on this person's penis? 'Cause
Well,
that would
it's
be-
eyeliner, and
Well,
yes.
for
it's
one,
eyeliner.
I would take the over on this cat being uncircumcised.
Oh, I'd definitely take the over on that. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this person's pretty like intact.
You think? I mean, it's a chic look. It is.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that like
But I don't think. I think I'm going uncircumcised here too.
there's been a lot of people that have gone into the process of raising this person that obviously didn't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
So when they asked, do you want him to be circumcised or not? And it's like, well, what is that? Like, oh, it costs this much and it's going to take like another hour. It's like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
This is Cringe Corp. Cringe Corp usually has pretty like.
Cringe. That was the cringe. That's what I felt.
Yeah.
Down in my plums.
Now,
Was
People love that shit. It's like ASMR.
That's like it's like ASMR. Yeah.
I got some more cringe shit coming up.
Okay, that was like I couldn't describe it properly. It wasn't quite disturbing, but it wasn't delightful either.
Yeah.
You know, it was right in the middle, right? Like
Yeah.
Cringe humor is.
It's yeah.
Sometimes you need it.
Sometimes you do need it. Sometimes you need to look back and cringe.
so This one's gonna put you on your toes.
Yeah, the next 3 are brutal car crash videos, I
Oh,
believe.
thank you for that one. Thanks for that. For letting my PTSD kick in real quick.
Oh, do you not want to watch them?
No, yeah, we do. That's the bit. Let's do it.
Watch this. Boom.
Oh.
Watch this next angle.
Let's see that in slow motion again.
No, let's see. Who is this guy?
Holy shit. This is a horrific accident.
Look at the guy.
Dude's like, fine.
Somehow, this guy
Dude.
is hanging on for dear life, survives this accident. Not just survive it, but gets out of it.
Walked away,
On his own
folks.
accord.
Split the whole front of the fucking van open.
And he's got a passenger. How the hell did he survive this accident? Now I want you to think about this. What the hell was he thinking?
It's that new adamantium. It's that
They got
you know, he was a government official, and his truck was laced with that new unobtainium they got.
Oh,
that shit there-
Titanium is lit.
Yeah, new steel alloys that are
Yeah.
the shit that they're keeping in Area 51. That's what saved
Yeah,
him.
instead of like,
Oh, new alloys. You know, you'd think you'd be able to figure that out as not without having to involve Area 51. You know.
Oh no, they got space metals out there.
Yeah, they got like
rare universal elements.
rare earth minerals. You know.
Well, not of this earth.
Of this earth even. Yeah. See. Oh, there's shit. What was the book I read? Anyway, they had these like droplets made of this space metal. They were like impenetrable.
Like
It was lit.
Now these are all pretty bad.
Ooh.
There's
That's
no
a
like
motorcycle?
happy ending to these like the other ones.
Yeah, the other one. The other one was mildly uplifting.
there's a new page on Instagram. It's called people getting slightly hurt.
The bicycle one sucked, dude. He got fucking ripped out from under him.
Yeah, so it's called people getting slightly hurt. It's just videos of people dying.
Oh.
Oh shit.
And they put like a caption on that says like everyone survived, smiley face. When it's like obviously a dude getting like crushed by a piece of heavy machinery.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's like everyone was okay, and is the caption, and then it's just that's the video, and it gets through the filters like that.
It gets through the robot.
Yeah.
No, it's really. See, people are afraid of AI. This guy's beating AI with memes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's crush the robots already.
Yeah,
We
they're
need
just
to-
gonna get so good. Have y'all seen those videos that's been all over like Twitter and shit?
Of like the new videos they're generating.
Yeah, like the pirate ships battling in coffee.
Nah, I
And-
didn't see that one.
It's
Dude, they had
lame.
like
We
puppies
hate it.
running in the snow.
Are we doing a week?
Shit, it looks sick though.
We should just start running a weekly AI hate
You
segment.
might as
Yeah.
well do an AI hate segment. Like, are y'all aware of the George Carlin thing?
No.
No.
George
So-
Carlin AI?
The fake George Carlin AI
Yeah.
thing from the podcast with your boy from Mad TV.
Kurt Metzger does a podcast where he uses AI that I think he made. It's an AI that was made for him in this show. And he does a podcast with it. And then also he used it to create a George Carlin comedy special.
Yeah. So yeah, he either finessed the AI itself and got it like made for him by a machine learning
I mean, of course he hired an expert to do it.
expert, and and then the jokes were massaged afterwards. Obviously,
Yeah.
If you've ever tried to get a joke from an AI like thing, that's
Yeah,
available.
AI generated
And then-
text.
Yeah.
AI generated text and AI generated voice are two separate things. So you really have to do.
Well, yeah, and I think that the way they did it was through just the speech to voice thing to like help with the cadence.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
did all kinds of little production tricks to make that thing seem like an AI just made this whole George Carlin special, and that's the shtick, and it's a good shtick. I'll give it to him. What's the guy's name? Well, you said Kurt Metzger. There was another guy on there. What's the other guy's name?
Maybe it's
It's
he does something with him. It's the guy that does Fresh Pres of DC, huh?
Oh, I don't know. He was on Mad TV. He's hilarious. His name is. I'll yell it out later during the podcast, probably.
But I got one last thing to show you. This is Nothing Forever.
I
It's
like that.
AI Seinfeld. It's just constantly generating and creating episodes of Seinfeld in this 3D environment.
Okay, I'm into that.
It's accidentally written some really good stuff.
Damn.
It's constantly running.
Just
Will
sign-
Sasso.
Will Sasso.
It's Will Sasso.
Will Sasso.
Yeah, and the AI is called Dudesy.
Yeah, they named it Doozy, the podcast. Yeah.
So this is it.
That's something else.
All the laugh tracks, all of the lines, all the movements are AI generated.
I mean, the ups and downs we've had along the way have been interesting to say the least. We should probably take a moment to appreciate just how far we've come. Who knows what the future will bring?
Does this thing have a Jew voice filter or something?
It should. It's not doing a good job with it.
That's for sure. All I can say is that we've had a great time along the way. Here's to many more years of laughs. Here. But, hey, I think it's time for one more joke before we call it a day. Why did the chicken go to the theater? Why?
This is disturbing. It just ends with why.
It just ends there.
Yeah.
It doesn't know how to write endings.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
That has to be a shitty AI.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I
just
mean, of course it
somebody-
is. It has to be constantly running on someone's fucking computer somewhere.
So there's a live channel of this where it's just constantly doing this.
Yeah, I don't know if they shut down or if they're still doing it,
Okay.
but
Yeah. Nothing forever.
it's got 2 seasons.
Okay, so someone cropped it already to the
Yeah,
best
so
shit.
they got the marathon. That's like the whole. It's like 5 hours.
Okay. Was it on Twitch? Or was it what was it streaming on?
I don't know what it was.
It could be simulcast.
Looks like-
simulcast. 89. That's when Seinfeld started. Fuck. Seinfeld's a great show.
Dude, I've been getting into it.
Oh, it's my shit. Like, it's next level.
I've never been a huge fan. I liked Curb.
Oh, Curb is even better in a lot of ways. But Seinfeld brings it, it's like dumbed down Curb a little bit. You
It's
know what I
not
mean?
as raunchy.
Not as raunchy and raw and like,
It's the
completely
difference
out
between
there, like-
HBO and whatever the fuck Seinfeld was on.
yeah, NBC and shit.
Yeah.
And like, it's real, like, it's not reeled in. Like, Seinfeld himself, I imagine, reeled Larry in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah,
When
you
they were like
had to.
making it like,
Oh, yeah.
no, we can't say, Larry, you're a psychopath. And he's like, of course, you know, and, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then like also Larry's like acting in like eons of doing stand up before is coming out in Curb too. So like him being the front man, it's just a much better show as he's evolved as an artist completely. Especially when your boy shows up from Pootie Tang. That's when the show really
Yes.
takes off, dude.
Oh,
Y'all talking about Curb or
Curb.
Seinfeld?
Curb.
Talking
Yeah.
about Curb. But yeah, Seinfeld's great. It's just got more relatable, dumbed down stuff like, you know, Taylor Swift versus like, you know, your favorite musician or whatever, you know, type of thing.
who is my favorite musician
Like,
right
you know,
now?
a musical tactician or whatever, you know.
Oh, I know who my favorite musician is right now.
Who is it?
A little rapper coming out of New Orleans called Starzy Rax.
Starzy Rax? Never
Yeah,
heard of
y'all
Starzy
fuck with
Rax.
Starzy Rax.
Okay, you've never heard of Starzy Rax?
No,
Yeah.
no.
I was recently introduced.
They be saying he's better than Lil Uzi Vert.
Never heard of this.
Crack rap is about to take over.
Yeah, crack rap.
Yes, let's see what his girlfriend looks like.
Oh, he has a lot of women in his videos.
Oh, is his things very popular?
Oh,
He did a
oh, is he on one of Drewski's videos?
yeah, he's on a Jeruski reality show.
Oh, he's in the okay.
Could have been House.
Could have been House. Yeah, that's good.
Could have been House.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
What is could have been House?
It's an upcoming reality show that Drewski's hosting.
And it's about some could have beens.
I guess so. I don't
It's
know. I think they just get some
Could have
weirdos
been
off the internet.
records is like his
Coulda Been
thing,
Records.
where it's just like it's like a joke, and he gets people. It originally started out as an Instagram live, and he'd get people on, and he'd be like, "Y'all gonna rap for me? I'll sign you to my label." Like, and he would act it out like as a whole character of him being like a guy trying to sign artists, and his whole thing is like, he's gonna fuck you over. You're not really gonna get any money, but I just need motherfuckers that's got like real criminal records. And
Starzy Rax was doing this.
and
No.
I'm guessing
Drewski-
he probably got on.
Drewski's
no,
hosting the show. Starzy
Drewski
Rask is
does
just
it.
a guy that they get on it.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. So this guy probably called in or requested to be in Drewski's live and got in.
That's what Drewski's thing was he
Yeah.
was signing people to his label or whatever?
Yeah, quote unquote. He's not
Well,
really signing
he does a
anybody
ton
to
of
anything.
bits.
He
Like,
does-
that
yeah,
dude
he
is
does a
mad
ton of
active.
It's
bits.
just
Yeah,
fun
Drewski's
because
a
he's like
dog.
interacting
He's mad
with
active.
somebody.
Yeah, he's like a hard worker. Yeah.
He's all out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is Starzy Rask.
Oh, is she a rapper? Oh. Miss Pamela. That poor gas station worker is getting exploited by this crackhead.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. And for a little bit of crack, probably.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, it's not a flex to ram it in her cat.
No.
It seems like
But
you
it's
could pay her
it is
maybe
oddly
20
catchy
bucks.
though.
Now
Prop
this,
versus crack.
yeah. That was
Oof.
down towards Laplace, I think.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Starzy Rax is from around here.
Around Laplace, around here.
Around here. He's always posting videos. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's,
put another
he's
one
giving me
of
West
his-
Bank vibes.
Put another one of
Yeah,
his.
he's giving me heavy West Bank vibes, like heavy. Or-
Nobody has more twatties than Starzy Rax.
What the fuck? Oh. Death Row Records chain.
This song isn't the worst thing I've ever heard.
No, yeah, it's
Dude, he's kind of fun.
It's
has a-
kind of fun. It's you know what it is? It's a very ODB vibe.
Yeah.
Very old dirty bastardish.
You know what? He's literally.
Sixth Ward. He said Sixth Ward.
Sixth Ward?
That's Mid City. Yeah.
Oh, so he's like around here.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's like kind of like what is that street? Uloa, and like fucking something up there, and like Rendon or something like that. I don't know. Sixth Ward motherfuckers are crazy.
Anyway,
Obviously.
I think that's all we had to show you.
Yeah, well, that was good though. It was good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out.
He's
Yeah.
definitely better than my least favorite white rapper of all time.
What? Is that G-Eazy? Eminem?
They're
Someone
from
we've
they're
called
from
out
New
before.
Orleans.
Is it the Suicide Boys?
No, they're from Abita Springs.
You're thinking too big.
You're thinking way too
You
big.
should think international like China.
Oh. I don't know.
Dude, the OG, triple OG Kimberly.
Oh, Kimberly, like China. That gave it away. Oh, that gave it away. Yeah, the OG, triple OG Kimberly. Don't give her any ideas.
It's fun to talk shit about people's ambition and drive from bed all day.
That's what she does.
Yes.
That's what she's up to these days.
Well, that video I showed you earlier where she
Yeah.
was ranting and shit, I'm not even going to give that situation any fucking clout.
Yeah.
But yeah,
When you see a, like,
I'm
real
tall and
specimen
stuff, yeah.
like Kimberly,
A real Walmart-ified.
yeah.
if you're a 5'5" Chinese,
They don't
person-
have Walmarts nor Walmart greeters in China, so for them to get to actually see one.
No, they don't have Walmart greeters full of Mexican Xanax
Yeah.
in China, unfortunately. That's as much as I'm gonna give her. And let's move on.
Yeah, we're moving
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that's
We-
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
She's
we
just
do
a
this.
headache just to think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. This guy is way better than... I like him more than her. And that was...
Yeah, well,
that
was
mildly
that was
disturbing.
That was the
That
whole.
was-
That was the whole point. Yeah, especially we've had this.
That's what she's aiming towards.
This
I
video
see.
on the left.
The
Did
crack
we
rap.
watch that
Yeah.
one where he's actively being choked by a lady in a towel?
Let's go. Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
Let's
One
check
more.
it out.
One more thing from him. We need a palate cleanser.
Yeah, please, like some ginger at a sushi place.
Oh, I had some today, dude. The wasabi wasn't spicy enough though.
It's a picture with the Christmas
Oh,
song.
it was a Merry Christmas. A Christmas on December 6th. Well, he knew his binge would end after Christmas, so he didn't want to be late on it.
Loves his chocolate delights.
Dude, he's literally
He's-
J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys.
He is J-Rock, but worse somehow.
Like the way he films his videos and
Yeah,
stuff.
it is J-Rock-esque. That's why it's
Now-
that's why it's endearing.
The first one you showed us
But it's like way more hardcore.
of him at Mardi Gras, I like how he just used the atmosphere of Mardi Gras to get black people in his music video.
Yeah.
And
That's when he's been on a tear recently, probably because of,
Yeah.
because of Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah,
Good idea.
I got an idea. Going around the French Quarter with petri dishes, and like growing shit on like a petri dish, and just like taking some water from a puddle and like seeing what fucking nasty shit grows on that.
Oh man,
That
Yeah.
could be good. You'd probably grow
That's
something
gross.
the size of Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show off of a French Quarter puddle.
We're gonna grow baby alien in a lab.
one
Yes.
French quarter puddle will get you your boy Lurch from the Addams Family.
Yeah.
I'm just going.
That's how you get Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, dude. Oh man.
What's the old fucking? There's a New Orleans, like back in the day. You know, every city had their own like TV station, and New Orleans had their own show that was like Jekyll and Hyde. It was like
Morgus the Magnificent.
Morgus the Magnificent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to find some old footage of that.
Oh, they got tons of good Morgus shit out there.
Yeah.
Morgus was the truth. Yeah. Morgus the Magnificent. Yep. That was what it was. It was just Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I never put that together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Alvin and the Chipmunks where they did the Jacqueline Hyde situation.
What was that?
Cartoon.
I like the Hulk.
The Hulk.
A
He's
classic.
all time.
A classic.
Jekyll.
Classic Jekyll and Hyde. We love a good Jekyll and Hyde.
I love a good Jekyll and Hyde. You know, I do.
Yeah.
The real enemy is yourself. You know.
Yeah, I think it is.
Dude, that's something,
Fight Club.
That
Fight
is something
Club.
interesting about making like film or sketch or anything like that is like you do take from like a lot of people take from original storylines.
Oh yeah, there's only a couple good. There's only like a handful of actual stories that exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and they're
You
like
just plug in
broken
different
down
characters.
literarily, and like you have like the hero story, which is like Star Wars or any kung fu movie, or you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Hero with 1,000 Faces.
Yeah.
It's all about that.
All about that.
Different types of stories.
Yeah. Oh, I want to read that.
It's good. It's more like a reference book.
It's more like a reference book.
Yeah, it's got a lot of pictures and shit. It's got like different sections on different like parts of the mythos.
It's how we
I'll
roll
just
it, kids
read
in the
that whole
corner.
thing.
Talk about Buddhism.
Picture
Yeah, I'm
books.
going through it.
I'm down with it. Yeah.
What's your what's your ideal like thing to write, like if you're writing a sketch or like writing a bit? Or like
That's tough. Something I could right now, something that I could accomplish. With
Yeah.
The low amount of like technical savvy and equipment that I have. So like within the realms of that. So like honestly, another thing I've been doing was just I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like okay, like the more recent one that was a bit controversial with the hard R's.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, and we came up with it sitting around a table, like, but it was actually me, Duke, Lamar, and Troy, and I think Harry might have been there too, at Duke's house, just running ideas for skits, and I was like, what if I like, and they kept like saying shit, and I said something, and I was like, said it with a hard R, and everybody laughed, and I was like, yo, what if we just run that? And then, I was at like my mom's house, and she has like everything looks 70s out, like with wood grain, everything in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And like a china cabinet.
Yeah.
And so
classic.
classic shit. So I was like, I thought of that 70s show where they would kind of have their way to get around not showing them smoking weed was their like, you know, camera trick.
Yeah.
Was to like have the little conversation that would go, and the camera would get passed instead of the joint.
Yeah.
In like a hazy room in the basement. If you've ever seen that
Yeah.
70s show. So like that's where I got the idea for that skit. It was a combination of that. And I was like, and at the end we were kind of trying to figure out the
How long
end.
did it take you from like beginning to end to like shoot it all?
To shoot it all, to shoot it or to edit and shoot it?
Shoot.
Shoot.
Because I know you're not editing optimally. I
Yeah,
know there's ways where you can cut it down, but
Yeah.
how long did it take to shoot? From conception to birth.
From concept, well, we conceived it a long time ago. But for that evening, it was about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, max, maybe less. Actually, once we actually started shooting and stopped dicking around, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Like if you count like me like getting the angles time as starting filming, we probably got it done in like 30 minutes.
hell yeah.
You know, if
Dude,
we were-
it's it's not as hard as people make it.
Yeah, it's pre-production, you know, is a thing that exists
Yeah.
that I was quite unaware of.
All prep.
Yeah.
If
that
you
was-
fail to prepare,
Yeah.
you prepare to fail.
Yeah, so like that is to have the not just like the idea for the skit ready and like with some backbone of a script, and to also have the shots ready and stuff like that, and make sure there's lights and sounds and it's, you know what I mean, like that's a whole nother world from just going on stage. And like essentially when you're doing good on stage, you're having a one-sided conversation where you're just fucking killing it, and the other person you're talking to is the crowd, and they're just buckled over with laughter, and they can't contribute anything else to the conversation. And that's like what a good stand-up act is, in my opinion. It's less of a monologue and more of a dialogue with the audience in that way.
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
I understand.
That's
what you're-
profound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking right, dude.
I understand what you're saying, and I kind of see that in like, yeah, no, because like Shane Gillis kind of does that in a way where he's like, just as like a reference that I have because it's probably the most recent special that I watched. He's always like, you guys seen that? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's always like, you saw the video of the guys on the monkey bars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you
he's
saw it.
talking to the crowd, like you're
Yeah.
saying. It's
It's a conversation.
Yeah.
And that's like, and when you want like to perform optimally on stage, you want it to sound conversational. You don't want it to sound like a bunch of little chopped up bits that are obviously jokes, like one-liner style, like they did. You want it to sound like stand-up does, like great stand-up does nowadays.
Yeah, you don't want to sound like you're on the Rodney Dangerfield Rising Stars
But, I mean,
album
you
in
might,
2020.
Yeah, like,
might
you're not
that
Pryor.
Might be lit if you could do that, but like
And you can't be Pryor. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be Pryor because Pryor already was Pryor.
exactly, you got to step it up.
Like,
Maybe that's a lane I could start running in. Just go full Richard Pryor.
just
Just
go
do
all the way
of his
back.
jokes.
Oh, like Carlos Mencia did with George Lopez or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And
That's like exactly what he did. That shit was wild.
He stole a
That
bunch
shit
of Bobby
worked.
Lee's jokes too,
Oh, Bobby Lee, Bobby.
because Bobby Lee
is a
was
dog.
opening for him. I was on the road with him all the time,
Yep.
and he would tell him like, "Hey, I'm doing that joke."
Yeah, he'd have to start checking him. You know what I mean? Like, be like, yo, I'm doing that joke, motherfucker, my joke,
Yeah.
probably.
And Bobby, he's his opener, so he's like, "Yeah, man," because he's like doing all this
Oh,
shit
he
for
was
him.
bullying him.
He's bringing him on the, he's kind of bringing him on the road, getting him paid, affording him opportunities, getting to perform on the same stage as one of the biggest comedians at the time, Carlos
He
Mencia.
got
Yep.
really big just
Yeah.
doing mostly George's stuff from like a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was like, it's crazy when you see the video that busts that one down. I was like, oh shit. And it completely ruined it. That's a good moment to get canceled. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, fuck, man. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it's before everyone's like
yeah, before that shit got
back when
big.
it meaningful. Back when
Yeah.
it was meaningful.
Yeah, that would have been. It was like, get the fuck out of here. We already got, and Lopez was screaming it the whole time, but no one was listening to him. Apparently.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow you've still got fucking Amy Schumer walking around. I don't know how she's still like regarded as an A-list comedian.
Dude, you know.
I don't think she still is.
I don't think she is. You know who's a dog, and I hate her guts. Taylor Tomlinson.
Yeah, she's a fucking dog.
She's a fucking savage. And I didn't even see her more recent special. I just saw that she had one, and I was like, fuck. And I just like
Yeah.
deep down, I was like, what is she, like 27 now or something?
Yeah, some shit like
Something
that.
like that. She was like 25 when her Netflix special dropped, and I was like, damn, she's good at stand-up comedy. Like,
Dude, there's some
very
really,
good at it.
really funny lady stand-up comics now.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, the days of fucking shitting on Amy Schumer are coming to a close because people are forgetting who Amy Schumer was.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
can't shit on Taylor.
Women
T,
can be
dude.
funny now.
Unless something
Dude.
comes out like she's stealing stuff, and I doubt it. Like, she's got material that seems pretty personal. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. It's very well done and well performed, and it's like kills me inside. I'm like, damn, I wish I was that good. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when people start talking like in the New Orleans, I'm sorry I keep cutting you
No,
off.
you're good. You're good.
When people in the New Orleans comedy scene, especially like a Kimberly situation where they're bitching about getting paid, yo, get better, bro. On the real, like I'm kind of, I get booked, a good amount when I'm free and don't have a shitty job or whatever. But and I've got some Instagram and TikTok followers, but like on the scale of things, I'm like quite a mediocre comedian. I could be a lot better, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It could, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it fits the personality type of like a good comedian though to not do the mundane things that would make you more popping on like social media or fucking like
Oh yeah,
going out like
that shit hurts me deep down when I have to do that shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Like-
why I don't like it.
going out of town to do comedy and shit is kind of scary. You know what I mean? Like
And yeah, I'm always
just
on
venturing out
probation.
there to go do a fucking open mic and shit.
I'm always on probation, so I can't really do that. They love me in Picayune.
Oh yeah,
In Picayune,
that's where my family's from.
really.
Hell
I've
yeah.
done like a few, like handful of comedy shows with my boy Rod Deasy. I did a couple with him, and a couple with someone else, and they fucking were coming to see me. I was like, this is awesome.
Hell yeah.
I was like, this is tight. and like I was at the Frost Tops, and some dude like honked the horn. Was like Kevin Little. I was like, God damn. Picayune.
You're huge in Picayune,
dude. I'm like
The Prince of Picayune, dude.
dog.
The crown prince of Picayune.
He's like right outside of town. I'm like, should I even tell my probation officer I'm leaving state? You know what I'm saying? To go to Picayune.
Bay St. Louis, get on board.
Yeah, come on, Biloxi was ham.
I know somebody was talking about getting some people to start going up to Jackson and doing comedy.
Yeah.
I think that was Afton, because
Yeah.
she's from Jackson. She's like, they have a scene out there, like a place, like a venue.
Yeah,
They just only have like fucking like 8 comedians, I think, in total.
I'm down, man.
Yeah.
Once I get off probation, I'm doing like a I-10 thing, and I have a car.
Hell yeah.
I'm doing because I'm gonna go see Corey in Pensacola, and then my dad lives in Savannah,
Hell yeah.
and I went there for like one weekend and did like an open mic, and then got immediately booked on a show because they were like, "Oh, cool! It's a New Orleans guy that knows how to tell a joke." And, you know,
Yeah.
like you know,
They love those.
You know what open mics are like. So like, so I can do in there. So there's like a couple spots I can fill it in between Picayune. I'm coming, you know. Should probably hit Picayune on the way there and back.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Double
Show
back
love.
to
Double
Picayune.
dip.
We got tour dates in Picayune coming up
Yeah, we got
for Kevin
Picayune
Little.
coming up in like a few years.
Check him up.
Into my PO.
Check him up on the screen.
2038.
2038.
Yeah, exactly.
If somebody will sign off on his community
If I
service
get
hours,
an
it'll be sooner.
invoice from like a comedy venue, I can go travel there.
Oh,
But
really?
Yeah, my
But-
PO is cool enough, but it has to be like official. Like I'm not like, and that's not really how you get booked.
Yeah, I was about to say
You know,
they
I
usually
was, like,
pay
trying
after
to-
the show,
Yeah.
after
They
you
pay
show up.
after the show, after you show up, you know, like and really you show up and hang out there a while and do some open mics, and then you'll get put on a show that might pay a little bit.
I think you can use that to your advantage. I think the fact that you're on probation can add a little bit of mystique to your act. That you can be like, hey, you gotta pay me in advance. I don't like it, but it's my
Yeah,
PO, and it turns some people away. But the people who know that you're funny
yeah,
will start paying it, and they'll see.
yeah. And I mean, I don't know, man. And like the numbers go up when you go out of town if it's like a paid gig, because it's like, yo, y'all got like a hotel or something. Like I'll crash on your couch, bro. Like if it's cool, you know, if it's like Corey and he's got like a couch, but I need somewhere to stay. You know, I don't want to sleep in my car.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, that's the main thing too about like going out on the road, especially like this early in my career, is that you're definitely losing money to go do this.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just the
definitely-
opportunity to go do it somewhere else, and that's a tale as old as time in comedy.
And you gotta
You're
do,
losing money on the road.
Yeah,
but-
that's what I'm trying to get at. Was like you gotta really be passionate about it and like it, and eventually the money will come.
yeah.
And eventually people will notice that you're good, and that's what like all the masters do of anything.
Yep.
So like, just do that and
Practice.
stop like fucking bitching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop bitching and
About
go to a
someone
fucking
else's-
mic.
about
Work your
someone
shit
else's
out.
shit. Yeah, work your shit out, polish your gems, and get good. I don't understand the whole like thing with, especially with homegirl. She's toxic, and there's a bunch of other people that are like that. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're not even that funny. Like I'd understand if you were funny and then you had like a good comedy argument to follow up why you don't like this person. Like, nah, because his bit is like this and it should be like this. I'd be like, ah, yeah, I see. But you're not coming with that shit. You're coming with some like weird personal story shit that I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she says that people that actually are funny aren't funny.
Yeah, she does. Dude, she claims that she herself is funny in the first place, which is
She-
delusional.
She's not
She
just
made
funny for a woman.
a
She's
video
funny for a
yeah.
comedian.
Yeah.
She made a video today saying that I'm not just funny for a woman. I'm funny for a comedian.
And a lot of people probably like if she has some followers like, oh, she, her. Like, they finally figured it out. Like they didn't know. Couldn't really tell. It's kind of like a Pat situation. Remember Pat from SNL?
It's a real half truth. It's a half truth too because she is not funny for a woman.
That really downgrades women.
Yeah, and she's
to
not.
Put her in there.
She's not. She is lying about being funny for a comedian. She's not lying about being not funny for a woman.
Yes. If you break her sentence down into like logic style,
it's a half truth.
Yeah. It's a half truth.
And a half truth is a whole lie.
Ooh.
Oh, I wish I had a soundboard. I could go. Bow, 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 bow.
Shout out to Smiley. That was like her shtick for the longest time. Was she would do that shit just with her voice. She would say something and be like, burr, 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 burr. And then like that's not the worst catchphrase. But it's like
hard to put on a shirt.
Catchphrases
it's
are
on there.
fun.
She got it on there. It's like BRR, and like then her little smiley face thing. I got one. But yeah, shout out to Smiley. She's killing it every other Wednesday at the Bourbon Square Jazz Bar. I don't have any shows I produce to shout out, but like go do that one. That one's fucking lit.
Fucking right.
Yeah, it's fire. And you get paid based on how funny you are. Like the crowd comes up and tips you. Like the most I made there was like $75 because they didn't think that I would be very funny. And then like, it's like it's like you're a stripper kind of.
Yeah, you got like a bucket.
Yeah, you got. Like
that's
a bucket.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's a dope way to fucking do it.
And it's like pay who's funny, bro.
We're in the process of setting up the backyard. That might be a good little resource to dip into.
Yeah.
Have you ever done shows on the North Shore?
Yeah, I love those shows.
Yeah, I was about to say I feel like the crowds out there would dig you a lot.
I love those shows. I forgot the name of the place. My friend Zach was working there. Is in Covington. It's like kind of like where Covington looks like kind of the French Quarter a little bit. You know? What I'm
is it
about?
Covington Beer Garden?
It might have been. There's another place.
Was it the show that Chris puts on? Or no?
Chris who?
True.
No. It wasn't a Chris True production. It was a Corey Mack thing.
It wasn't at like the Southern Motel.
It was Nonsense. It was a Nonsense. You know Nonsense?
No.
Nonsense is he's in like the black comedy scene pretty heavy. Him and Mario P came up together, and Nonsense does a lot of good. He produces a lot of good shows too, and he's gotten a lot better too. Like that's kind of why I mess with like that was kind of like the core reason why I gravitated toward. Aside from me like being kind of from a black neighborhood in New Orleans, kind of uptown. Shout out, but aside from that, it's like the way that they were going at it was just trying to get funnier, and like helping each other to get funnier, and like click up together and make a better show instead of all the bullshit,
Yeah.
So that's why I gravitated. They just kept it realer.
Do you want to play like a bodyguard in some sketches?
Yes, I've done it before. Yeah, I've been a bouncer in real life before.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
You almost have to. Yeah, I bet that does. I've always said I'd hate that job.
You know what sucks about being a bouncer? You can't strike them.
Yeah, but they do.
Yeah, they do, but you get in trouble. Like, I got fired from the Palms, like, for that. I was a bouncer at the Palms.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, before it, like, closed and then reopened or whatever. For, like, a few weeks. And then my friend and I, like, my friend Will, shout out, rest in peace, Will, was the first bouncer there. And he, like, he was a big, swole black dude. So, like, these, like, little frat boys would always try him. And, like, he ended up having to, like, Ryu Kung Fu sweep somebody from behind while somebody was coming at him. Like, this whole fraternity was, like, trying to attack him because he had to kick one of the frat brothers out or whatever for being rapey or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds like an action movie.
Yeah, it was. It was just like a fucking action movie, dude. It was fucking lit. And like I just had one dude yoked up, like watching this shit happen, like a Jackie Chan, like. Like,
I got one guy.
Yeah, I got one guy. Like, oh, I'm a side character for show right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You're in the
and
background.
yeah.
Of the fucking
Where
fight.
I went to college at in Hammond, the bouncers at the bars there, they like, it's like a third party entering the fight. It's like the Royal Rumble starting. Like it's just you two,
That's awesome.
and then all of a sudden it's like 5 guys are beating the fuck out of both of you, and then like one night we're sitting out front, my friend's smoking a cigarette, we're wondering which bar we're gonna go to next, and the door to this bar opens up, and you just see this fucking kid fly, because it's a college bar, so this kid's like 19 probably,
yeah.
gets thrown out the door, and they have some of those like metal like lattice looking picnic benches,
Yeah.
fucking face first into the bench on the bottom side. Fucked his whole fucking grill up, dude.
Yeah, you got that. People will sue you for that. Like that's what happened. I ended up like someone. It was an elbow.
Damn.
I gave him a good couple elbows. You know what I'm saying? JCVD style on some Muay Thai type shit.
Yeah.
And I hit him with that shit, and that motherfucker got calmed the fuck down, and then I snatched him. And the move was to like yoke them up and like get them outside of the bounds of the bar onto the sidewalk where it's not their property. And one time I saw this like full like frat versus frat like Braveheart situation, because like right in the middle was the door to get into the Palms or whatever. It just happened to be right where they were meeting, crashing. It was fucking so hysterical. I wish I had like a phone with a camera back then. Like, man. And then like the cops showed up, and this dude was like, "Get in Tyler's truck."
Connor!
It's exact instead of
Yo, fucking Justin, we gotta get out of here.
dude. Tyler, where's your truck?
Dude, fucking throw that Coke in the trash can.
Dude,
She's not coming home with you.
she's not. I fucked her last night. I know. It doesn't matter, dude.
You're Jewish. She's Christian. It would never work.
None of this matters, bro. Just boof it and move on.
Either eat it or go home.
Dude, fucking frat clashes are a fucking classic tale,
Yeah.
dude.
Frashes?
Yeah.
Frashes.
Both of my brothers were in fraternity. Well, my brother's currently in a fraternity.
Oh, God.
And then my older brother, he was a Sig Ep. My younger brother's Kappa Sig.
See, I get them all mixed up.
They get
That sounds like the same shit to me.
frat clashes.
They're beefing.
Dude, so my little brother's fraternity has won the kickball, basketball, and flag football intramurals this past year. So, like, since the flag football season, they've been beefing out hard with all the other fraternities because they got, like, a target on their back because they're the best. And so they talk hella shit, and it's, like, almost a fight every time.
That's an athlete thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they, for the football games, when they tailgate, the day before, they go set out all their shit. And the pledges have to stay there overnight. My little brother was a pledge over the fall.
Oh, yeah.
See,
And
I
they have
could
to
never-
protect
Mississippi State did that too.
the letters and shit. And all the other frat guys are out there too and protecting their shit. They're not like really fucking with each other's shit, but they're all just kind of hanging out there getting drunk. So they might as well hang out together.
Yeah.
And they'll go out there and like start running routes and shit. And like they'll get in a fist fight like at 3 a.m. right in the middle of campus, and like nobody's there to stop anything.
Yeah, nobody's there when they're camping out or whatever
Yeah.
for like the tailgate spot or whatever. See, I didn't think of that, like the southern, like, you know, athlete college football situation, because I was from here, and like the school I went to Loyola, and they didn't allow to have like frat houses.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what the fuck is the point?
That's it. That's how they get. That's how they
was like,
shut them down.
So like my friend was in the fraternity I should have been in, which was the nerd one, which was like a fraternity where like they did extra credit work, and that's all they did. It was just like more school stuff, and it would help you like get into grad school and
Hell
shit.
yeah.
That's what I should have done. And but these other like fraternities, like one of them was fucking called like Psi something, I don't know. They really wanted me to be in a fraternity. And I was like, look, guys, I'm not going to do the pledge shit. Because I was like, at that point, I was like selling 5 pounds of weed a week. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I was doing gangster shit. Like,
I'm too cool for these
I
nerds.
am. You know, I was. I was like, it wasn't too cool for school because I liked school. But for these jag-offs, like, you're not
Yeah.
going to put me through some type of weird hazing thing. I'm going to start swinging, and then my boys are going to come. Because they're going to be like, Kevin got his ass beat by who? You know, and it's going to be out of my hands.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, lots of money's already involved switching hands with people. I need to be, you know, conscious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that was some gangster shit, though, back in the G. Like, I started selling drugs when I was like 13. So, by the
Dude.
time I was 19, I was like,
Feeling nice.
I was feeling nice. Yeah, and then I got arrested, and that was not nice.
Not
So
nice.
don't do that.
Don't get arrested, folks.
Yeah, don't get arrested. Also, just like learn a trade or something, dog. Don't like sell drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never.
Yeah, don't do that shit. Bro.
Fix
It's never really
HVAC,
worked
you can
out
get
for
high on the
anybody I know.
Yeah, do some HVAC, some electricity.
Get high on
some
the
clever
Freon
shit.
fumes if you got to
Yeah,
do a hit.
you know, you just get. Yeah, I mean, you can fake a drug test, bro. Like, I mean, it's not that hard. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I've got a friend that does HVAC, and he just bought a new truck. I've got a friend that sells drugs, and he drives like an O2 Subaru.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
So, there you go, kids.
There you go. Get some
Yeah.
W-2 income. You
No one's
fucks.
buying a car with drug money. That's ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, you can. Yeah, wait.
That's like mostly what they're
You're
doing with
being
it.
facetious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facetious.
It's
actually.
fastidious. Is that?
No, it's not how it's pronounced.
The only thing is, like,
You had me for a
you've got to really be able to pay for it in cash. Because when you go to finance, you got to show proof of income.
Yeah, you have to do all cash. Otherwise, you have to have like 2 years of W-2 and shit like that. You know?
Yeah. You got to have proof of income.
Kids, not only do you have to have
Credit's
got to
be good.
You have to have 2 years of W-2 income, not in some 1090 shit. The 1090 shit's a lot harder to fucking prove. Just this little finance hour.